Actually, Ed Chervenak is right here. Dr. Chervenak, thanks for joining us. If you could talk about this, it's almost unheard of for something like this to happen in a city like New Orleans, a recall effort launched against a mayor.
It is, particularly for a major urban area or center like New Orleans, it's almost unheard of. We've certainly seen mayors be recalled in a number of the smaller towns in the state, but this is going to be a big push, And one of the reasons that it failed with the Yenny recall is because at that time you needed 33% of registered voters. So the legislature went back and they changed the law and reduced it to 20%. Uh, but collecting 53,000, and actually you're going to have to collect more than 53,000 signatures because some of those people won't be registered voters. There may be double names. So the Secretary of State will have to basically comb through that list and make sure that there are 53,000 registered voters on that list.
Yeah, and Dr. Chervenak, if you could break that down a little bit more, somebody explained this to me. They told me there's about a 10% margin of error. So out of 53,000 signatures, you could probably factor in that about 5,000 are not going to be legitimate. So you probably need way more. You probably need about 60 or 65,000 to guarantee that this could get to an election for voters. And then people have short memories. If you can talk about that, you're talking 180 days, half a year, and then the mayor will probably drag out the legal process if she does challenge some of those voters.
I suspect that you will, and you're right. It's a pretty short window, 180 days to collect that many signatures, and so it'll depend on how organized these people are in terms of collecting these signatures, whether they're going to be going door to door or whether they're going to be at supermarkets or on the street corner. So that's one of the things we need to look for is just to see how extensive this organization is.
Eileen Carter, a former employee, filed it. Talk about the financing of something like this. It's almost like a campaign, we're told, where you need money. People can go file this, but if you don't have financial backing behind you, they fizzle out pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's probably going to be just like running a campaign where you basically get people on the phones, you get them to canvass. You may buy signs, put them out there, to recall the mayor. So I think this will be run just like any political campaign.
All right, Dr. Ed Chervenak, obviously a lot to unpack, a lot to get to, but once again, the Secretary of State, their spokesperson confirming to WDSU that moments ago a recall petition was formally filed against New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell, maybe the first time that has happened in the modern era for a mayor in the city of New Orleans. Darrell, let's send it back to you. It's a developing story that we will have extended coverage on the rest of the day.
Yeah, and Travis, heard Ed Chervenak talk about that and saying that this is unprecedented. This has not happened in a very long time. It just shows you the frustration people have in the city with the mayor, and who knows what this might end up being down the road.
Yeah, look, I saw you mention this earlier in the show, Darrell, that the mayor secured 65% of the vote when she easily won re-election last fall. So while a lot of people may be unhappy with her flight that cost $17,000 to France and with the state of crime in the city of New Orleans, she has a lot of supporters out there. So there are a lot of people who will say this is a bad idea and won't want to sign it, but nonetheless, it's a big deal today in the city of New Orleans.
A lot of supporters when she got reelected, but the big question is, are those voters still with her? Does she have a lot who moved on from her? That's going to be a big question. We're going to talk about that at 4, 5, and 6. Travis Mackle, thank you so much.